Hey everyone, Joey O'Connor with eGolfCards, and today we're going to look at the 1991 set of Pro Set golf cards. And I'm just going to flip through these really quick so this video is not very long. You can always pause the video and stop if you want to see a particular card for a little bit longer. So there's Dean Beeman, Jeff Sluman, Bill Britton, Corey Pavin, Willie Wood, Brian Clark, Larry Rinker, Bill Rogers, Jody Mudd, Mike Reed, Craig Rudolph, Mark Brooks, Jim Bennett, Gene Sowers, Dickie Thompson, Brandel Chambly, Larry Nelson, Bobby Clampett, Robert Thompson, John Houston, John Inman, Scott Hoke, Peter Persons, Robert Wren, David Edwards, Sean Murphy, Billy Mayfair, Tom Kite, Billy Andrade, Gary Hallberg, Donnie Hammond, Jerry Haas, Ken Shaw, Rick Fair, Brian Cam, Richard Zokel, Lanny Watkins, David Peoples, Wayne Gretty, Scott Verplank, John Mahaffey, Tom Watson, David Sutherland, Dave Rummels, John Cook, Russ Cochran, David Graham, Tony Sills, Brian Tennyson, Calvin Pete, Roger Maltby, Bill Glasson, Brian Norton, Kim Young, Fred Funk, Brad Lardon, Bob Gilder, Jeff Maggart, Wayne Levy, Morris Hitalski, Bart Bryant, Joel Edwards, Nolan Hinkey, Dennis Watson, Larry Mize, Brad Faxon, John Wilson, Scott Gump, Dudley Hart, Brad Bryant, Jay Haas, Chip Beck, Tom Byram, Brant Jobe, Mike Smith, Curtis Strange, Mark Hayes, Mark McCumber, Ben Crenshaw, Robert Gamez, Gil Morgan, Mike Holbert, Ray Stewart, Stan Utley, Steve Pate, Neil Lancaster, Paul Azinger, Greg Bruckner, David Frost, Kenny Knox, Bob Eastwood, Ken Green, Dan Pohl, John Daly, Buddy Gardner, Blaine McAllister, Nick Price, Hale Irwin, Sam Randolph, Larry Silvera, Jerry Pate. Hang on one second. Let me get these other ones done. There are 185 cards in this set. So, okay, we just got through about a third of them. And let me make sure these all don't fall over. Okay. So, okay. Hubert Green, Bob Estes, Payne Stewart, Mark Lai, Davis Love III, Dan Halderson, Doug Toole, Dillard Pruitt, Clark Dennis, Dick Mast, Lee Jansen, Tom Pertzer, Mark O'Mara, Michael Allen, Jim Gallagher Jr., Jim Hallett, Andrew McGee, Marco Dawson, Keith Clearwater, J.C. Anderson, D.A. Wybring, Emlyn Aubrey, Ronnie Black, J. Don Blake, Scott Simpson, Bob Tway, Greg Wisman, Tim Simpson, Mike Donald, Fred Couples, Brad Fable, Hal Sutton, Greg Norman, Bobby Watkins, Brian Watts, Bob Lohr, Chris Perry, Bill Sander, Don Pooley, Bruce Litsky, Steve Jones, Jay Delsing, Carl Kimball, Fuzzy Zeller, Kenny Perry, Perry Arthur, Kurt Byram, Steve Elkington, Lauren Roberts, Kirk Triplett, Ian Baker Finch, Carl Cooper, Trevor Dodds, Dave Barr, Jim McGovern, Ted Schultz, Billy Ray Brown, Dan Forsman, Joey Sindelar, Mark Calcavecchia, Jim Thorpe, Mike Stanley, Rocco Mediate, Ray Floyd, Greg Laidhoff, my apologies if I didn't pronounce that right, Barry Cheeseman, Leonard Thompson, Mike Sullivan, George Burns, Brad Bell, Peter Jacobson, Andy North, David Knipe, Craig Stadler, Ed Humanick, Mike Springer, Charlie Bowles, Jim Woodward, Bob Wolcott, Mark Wiebe, Howard Twitty, Fulton Allen, Ed Dougherty, Jim Burrows, Bill Butner, John Adams, Tom Seichman, Duffy Wardolf, Andy Bean, Greg Twiggs, Phil Blackmar, and I think these are coming up the last 85 here. Okay, Chichi Rodriguez, Gary Player, Dave Hill, Garner Dickinson, Bruce Devlin, Doug Saunders, Butch Baird, Walton Brisky, Gene Littler, Dale Douglas, Jim Furry, Don January, Art Wall, Bob Charles, Gibby Gilbert, Jim Colbert, Joe Jimenez, Mike Hill, Don Bees, Ken Still, Rocky Thompson, Billy Maxwell, Phil Rogers, Ben Smith, Al Kelly, Lou Graham, Harold Henning, Honor Palmer, Bruce Crampton, Tom Shaw, John Paul Kane, Doug Ford, Lee Trevino, Lee Elder, Frank Beard, George Lanning, Jack Nicklaus, Gabe Brewer, Charlie Sifford, Larry Ziegler, Tommy Aaron, Al Guyberger, Sam Sneed, Babe Hiskey, Bert Yancey, Bobby Nichols, Larry Mowry, Homero Blancas, Bob Golby, Don Massengale, Charles Cootie, Terry Dill, George Archer, Mike Fetchick, Jimmy Powell, J.C. Sneed, Orville Moody, Miller Barber, Charles Owens, Billy Casper, Howie Johnson, Brivs McGee, Jim Dent, John Brody, Gary Cowan, Simon Hobday, Jack Kiefer, Lloyd Moody, DeWitt Weaver, Dudley Wysong, Bob Brew, Bob Erickson, Dow Finsterwald, Larry Loretti, Gary Koch, Johnny Miller, Gary McCord, some stat leader cards coming up, Larry Rinker, Calvin Pete, Paul Azinger, Doug Toole, Tom Pertzer, Mike Donald, Greg Norman, Chichi Rodriguez, Clarence Rose, Jim Dent, Lee Trevino, George Archer, Greg Norman, Wayne Levy, Robert Gamez, and Lee Trevino. So if you go to eGolfCards.com, click on the Golf Cards link, you can look these up by year. So you'll find the 1991 Pro Set, and you'll see a list of all the rookies that are available in this set. There are a bunch of them. So that's about it, covering the 1991 Pro Set. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.